Today's 111 portal is a beautiful segue from the 1010 portal that we had yesterday, and it brings this opportunity meets good fortune kind of energy. So today's a very powerful day again, just like yesterday. This entire week, and I've been saying this for a while now, that this entire year is just so profoundly transformational. There's so much happening. There's so much changing. There's so much moving through us that is just clearing space, making space for so much new to enter our lives, that the numerology on a daily basis, the astrology on a daily basis is constantly trying to show us that. It's constantly trying to remind us of that, right? And to stay open, to allow, to let things flow, to let the past go, to let the heaviness go, so that all these new beginnings, all this energy of infinite possibility can be tapped into, can be accessed by us, right? So there is definitely some kind of a goal that you have been working on that today's energy is going to allow you to achieve, allow you to step into more fully. And that is obviously going to depend very much on your own vibration, on your own attitude towards this goal, on whether you believe that you can achieve it or not achieve it. But there is this culmination energy with the 111 portal today that reminds you that you can achieve something huge, like a goal, like a big goal that you've been working on. There's also an experience of new beginning with the 111 portal, which I mentioned yesterday at the 1010 portal. So we have this opportunity to experience a new beginning for real, like it's here, it's available to us, right? Because things in your life are coming into divine alignment. Like the cosmos is showing you that you are finally beginning to align. You are finally aligned, for many of you, to have this new beginning, to have this new start. It's like nothing needs to be done still. There's like nothing left to work out or work on. It's literally just you giving yourself permission to have this new beginning. So what are you waiting for? What are you holding back on? Think about that for a moment, because it's time to wake up to a new awareness of the world around you. Like, it's time to also wake up to a new awareness of yourself. Like, do you see finally the changes that you've gone through? Do you see how much you have transformed, how much you have grown, how much you have improved? There's this energy of like your who am I is changing. You're finally beginning to get a new perspective on who you are. You're finally beginning to see this higher version of yourself and seeing yourself from a higher version. You're finally beginning to see that being the most truest, most authentic version of yourself is the biggest gift that you can give to the world. It is the biggest gift you can give to your friends, to your family, to everyone around you, because it gives them permission to do the same. You become an example for others in your life to do the same. You inspire, you motivate them to do the same. So today's 111 portal is reminding all of us, every single one of us, that you are free, you are free, you are free to be yourself, to be who you truly are. And nothing and no one can hold you back from that other than yourself. So are you allowing that? Are you seeing that? Are you seeing the beauty, the divinity of that? And there's this beautiful opportunity for us to see that everything that shows up in your life, everything that is experienced by you is created by you through your thoughts and through your feelings. And like, how powerful is that to know that? Because then that means that, so if I switch out my negative beliefs to positive ones, or if I switch out my negative thoughts to positive ones, and if I really start to see myself as this infinite creator, whoa, like what kind of potential do I have to manifest an absolutely amazing and beautiful life for myself? Like, there's so much power, so much profoundness in recognizing that you are creating everything in your experience. And it doesn't matter what you've created up until now. That's the beauty of this energy today. It reminds us that it doesn't matter what you created in the past. That was created in the past. And now what you have the opportunity to focus on is to what you want to create now, what you want to embrace now, who you want to be now, and what version of yourself you want to embody now. So today just reminds you to be very careful about your thoughts and your feelings, especially about yourself and what you believe you deserve, what you believe you are worthy of, because you are in a very, very quick, very unexpected type of manifestation power right now with these energies between yesterday and today. And I don't know where you live in the world, but here in Southern Ontario, where I live in Canada, it was the most beautiful auroras last night. Like, I was freaking dumbfounded. I haven't seen auroras since, oh my God, like the early 2000s, like here in Southern Ontario. But it was magical. I recorded it with my phone. The sky was just lit up beautiful red, and there was all these colors dancing of like pinks and purples, and there was greens and yellows. It was just magical. And it was like 10:30 last night, and I'm outside and I'm looking at this beautiful light and I'm filming it, and I'm just, God, like I was just so reminded of wow, like we are truly in this super powerful manifestation window right now. And we have this opportunity to create magic in our lives, just as magical as these lights appeared in the sky. That's the kind of magic that is here. It's like visibly showing up now in the 3D. So it's like, use it, harness this energy, take advantage of it, really, really connect to gratitude, to feeling abundant, to feeling prosperous today, because it's going to yield beautiful results for you quicker than you expect, way quicker. Okay. So release all your old habits, all your old thoughts, all your old beliefs that have kept you small, that have kept you feeling like you weren't worthy of better, that have kept you feeling like you didn't deserve to have an absolutely fucking bountiful life, right? Toss all that shit out the window. Like, it is time to really, really embrace your power to create. The universe is showing you how incredibly powerful you are and how much magic you have inside of you to actually bring about in your physical experience this mind-blowingly amazing life. And just don't forget this, okay? Because this is kind of like a spiritual reminder, okay, that I have for you, is that if you keep replaying thoughts about mistakes that you've made in the past, and you keep circulating those thoughts, and you're just perpetuating those thoughts within yourself, guess what you're going to emotionally activate within yourself? You're going to emotionally activate the feeling of unworthiness, and then you're going to emotionally attract, because it is our feelings and our thoughts that are attracting our experience. You're just going to attract more of those mistakes. It's like you're going to keep making those same mistakes because you're so ingrained in that energy. And it's like you've locked yourself in. It's like ball and chain kind of thing I'm seeing right now. Like it doesn't allow you to break free of that. It's like a self-made prison. Okay. So forget the past mistakes. Don't worry about them. Don't even think about them. Just think about what you can do now. What can I do now that wouldn't be a mistake? That would be a good decision for me. That would be a good decision for my family or whoever or whatever is involved in your life. Because if you choose to think about the things that truly make you happy, then guess what you're going to create? You're going to create an emotional charge within yourself of happiness, and you're going to actually take action. You're going to do things, think things, and feel things that are going to be very uplifting, very positive, and that is going to put that resonance out of you, and it's going to attract those kind of experiences back into your life, right? This is so simple. Like, this is truly how it works. And yet so many people get trapped. So many people get stuck in looping in the old and looping in those false beliefs and looping in the not worthiness and not enough and all that bullshit. And this is how you keep yourself a prisoner. It's like literally no one is keeping us prisoner other than we are keeping ourselves prisoner, if we choose to focus on those negative things. And it's one thing to hear these things 1,000 times, because I know I can kind of hear the collective saying, it's like, yeah, we already know this. Yeah, but are you applying it, right? Are you actually doing it? Are you actually embodying it? Because it's one thing to know something, and it's another thing to actually live something, to be in that energy, to be fully immersed in that happiness, in that joy, and living from that energy on a day-to-day basis. And living in the present moment, right? Not looking to the future, not looking back to the past, but just living in the present moment, right? Are you embodied in the present moment? And today actually has this energy of confidence too, because there's a lot of confidence in the 111 energy, because it also connects to Leo. But the 111 energy, confidence, needs to be like a grounded energy. So it has to be this like humble and wise and grounded type of confidence, not this like egotistical, like, yeah, I'm the shit kind of confidence, right? So there's a difference there. And the 111 is reminding us to be in the grounded type of confidence, where you're just like, it's like a self-love type of confidence. Like, yes, I believe in myself, and I believe in what I'm able to achieve. And I believe in my ability to create magic in my own life, right? That type of confidence. Because we're reminded today to go from being unconscious creators of our life to becoming conscious creators of your life. And the unconscious creator is the person who loops in their mistakes, who is looping in that constant feeling of shame and guilt and blah, 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 right? It's such a waste of time. So that's unconscious creation. But conscious creation is saying, you know what? I fucked up, but I'm going to own my fuck up. Or I did this and I'm going to do something different now because I know I've done that and that didn't work out. So now I'm going to do it in a different way. That's conscious creation. That's you owning your mistake and consciously choosing to do better, to make better choices for yourself, for other people, for whatever. Because 111 reminds you that your old path was filled with lessons that were meant to grow roots within you. And your new path before you is branching with all these fresh opportunities, all these new possibilities, right? So this is why it's so important to really decide today, are you going to continue perpetuating the old and keep looking back towards the past? Or are you going to finally allow yourself to look towards the future, towards that opening, that branching, that expansion that is now here for you and that is available to you by choice? Because even if you don't fully believe it, today's energy is here to tell you, and I am here to tell you that you are ready for your brand new beginning. You are ready to make a difference. You are ready to make a difference in your own life, and you are ready to make a difference in other people's lives. And this energy today is showing you, it is reminding you, it is urging you to start something brand new. Give yourself permission to go for it. And 111 on a relationship level also connects to you being actually ready now to really nurture a soul connection or a soul relationship or a soul friendship. So count on it entering your life. And I'll get a little bit more into the relationship aspect. Let me just finish what the personal messages are of the 111 message. Then I'll also talk about career and relationships. So there's like an energy of motivation, of independence in the air today. It's asking you to embrace the confidence that comes with today's energy. Like really get into your confidence. Own it, be it, embody it. Be proud of who you are, of all your accomplishments so far, no matter where you are in life. Just be proud of how far you have come from even 5 years ago, from even 10 years ago. Think about where you were then, right? And where you are now and how much more advanced you are, if not necessarily physically, but even if you're more advanced spiritually, emotionally, right? Mentally, that's huge growth. And from that can stem a brand new future, a brand new beginning. One carries the energy of I'm connected to myself. So there's this huge amplification, like a 3 times amplification of I'm connected to myself and I am connected to the one and only divine source of creation. I am and I embody that divine source of creation. So give yourself permission to focus on yourself. Give yourself permission to embody yourself more fully, more wholly today, to have appreciation for yourself. Despite past mistakes and shortcomings of your life. It's okay. Move past that. Doesn't matter because that was the past, not the present. Today's energy is like this green light. It's like telling you to go, like go for it. You know, the road is clear ahead of you. There's nothing in the way, nothing unless you put something in the way. So love yourself enough and be empowered enough to take charge of your situation, whatever situation you're in right now, whatever is unresolved that you've been sitting on the sidelines and not taking action on. Today is a really, really great opportunity to take action on those things. And when it comes to self-improvement, make sure that you're not getting caught up in like superficial self-improvement because a lot of people tend to do that. They don't want to do like the deep internal work and the internal self-improvement where they actually shift parts of their personality to become more positive, to become better versions of themselves. But rather they end up focusing on like the external, like, oh, you know, I'm going to do this and this and this for myself. And they think they delude themselves that it's self-love, but really what they're only focusing on is just looking better for superficial reasons, right? Or they're only focusing on curating a more flashy or a more aesthetically pleasing like social media profile or things like that, right? That's not what this energy is asking. This energy is asking you to go within, right? It's like the Trinity, the 3 ones represents the Trinity. It's like mind, body, spirit. It's not just about the external self-care, but it's very, very much about the internal self-care as well. And the mental self-care, of course. So now let's talk about the relationship aspect of the 111 energy today and what that brings for us. So when it comes to relationships, 111 signals that it's time to take a chance and go for it, to try new things. And it's reminding you to not overthink. This is not the time to be in your head and to overthink things. This is a time to go within the heart, to within the intuition, and to trust your intuition. And if your intuition is saying to go for something, then go for something. So go on that blind date, to go on that, setup that your friend made for you. If your intuition is calling you to go for it, then go for it. Take someone out to dinner, or call somebody, or make that text or send that text, or whatever it is, right? Again, but use your discernment, use your intuition, and only do it when you're genuinely inspired to do it, not because you feel like you should, or because you feel like you're going to miss out on something if you don't, right? Those are the wrong reasons to do it. Do it because you feel inspired. When you are inspired, you are in spirit. That means it is your spirit that is guiding you to take that step, to take that action. Now, on the other hand, if you recently broke up with somebody or got out of a relationship, then today's energy is going to remind you to take a little time to reflect within yourself, reflect on where you're at in the moment, and, whether there are some healing that you need to do, whether there's some emotional purging that you need to do in order to release whatever remnants of that previous relationship you still carry, right? Again, listen to your own intuition and your discernment, because on the flip side, it also can be where it's like now you've freed up energetic space for someone else to come into your life. So it's like, be open to that as well. Again, it's like, this is all about trusting intuition. It's all about going with the flow and really listening to yourself, listening to your heart. Okay. Not the mind, the heart. So don't be afraid to test the waters if that's the case. If someone new did actually pop up in your life, despite you just getting out of a relationship, maybe that's universe kind of sending you some contrast and saying, hey, what about this connection? Why don't you take a look at this connection and see what this connection brings to the table, and see if it resonates more with who you are now. There's also a reminder here when it comes to relationships that if you don't believe that you are enough, or if you don't think that you're enough, then whatever is on the outside isn't going to satisfy you. Like, it doesn't matter who you meet. It doesn't matter who you encounter, what kind of partner you end up connecting with. There's going to be a lack of satisfaction in that connection with that individual, because there are certain things within yourself that you haven't organized, that you haven't brought back into harmony and back into balance. Harmonious relationships are so much more satisfying when you are at peace with yourself, when you feel really, really good about yourself, and you feel very powerful within yourself, very confident, right? When you feel super worthy of something great and amazing for you, when you feel like you really deserve to have a wonderful relationship, there's just so much more satisfaction that you get out of that connection, because now you're in this super balanced place. You feel really, really good within yourself. And then the partners you're going to attract are going to really mirror that. They're going to really, really match that. So it's like, you're not going to have to keep repeating these bullshit cycles of like, same shit, different face kind of thing. So it's really, really important that you keep that in mind, that when I am whole and healthy and balanced, and I feel deep love and compassion for myself, and I'm really selective about like who I let into my life, I know I'm going to be attracting people that are really going to be able to reflect that self-love. And then you just end up attracting way better relationships and connections altogether, because you yourself have balance. And because I mentioned in previous videos, we're always mirroring each other. When you are balanced, you are going to attract someone else who is equally balanced within themselves and equally loves themselves and feels good about themselves and has confidence, right? And that's what you want. That's what we all want. We want to feel confident, and we want to be with people who are confident, because that's what makes power couples. That's what makes power friendships, right? And powerful connections. So if you are a little bit straddling that, like feeling good but not feeling all that great about myself, then take some time today to figure out what is it within you that you feel is not enough, that you feel like isn't up to par to whatever standard you have, illusionary standard that you might have in your mind, and write it out today. Write it out on a piece of paper, and then burn that piece of paper. Every single thing that makes you feel like you're not enough, or that your ego tries to convince you of why you're not enough, take all of those things, write them down on a piece of paper, and burn it. And make sure that you burn every last square inch of that piece of paper to completely disintegrate this energy, because the 111 portal today is going to help you release this kind of stuff, to let the stuff go, right? 111 is also about, from an angel number perspective, it means keep your thoughts positive, right? So it's like it fosters positivity, like it wants to feed and grow positivity. So today's a really, really great day to release negative crap beliefs, those not enough feelings about yourself and beliefs about yourself, so that you can truly move forward with attracting much better, much more for yourself. And now, last but not least, let's talk about career really, really quickly. So today's energy, the 111 energy, is reminding you to prioritize your vision. And if you don't have a vision, then it's really important to create one today. Because if you take some time, the amazing energy that is available to us is just really opening our minds. It's opening our perspective and our perception to more creativity. It's helping us to tap into more creativity. So it's a great day to sit with yourself. It's a Friday on top of it. So it's like, hopefully you have some time to just sit with yourself and really create this beautiful vision for your career, for your life, for your work, for how you want to serve the global community or just your small community, whatever. Think it through, visualize it, and write it out for sure. And then keep, reading that list over and over to yourself so that you can remind yourself, like, this is my vision, this is my goal, this is what I'm working towards. And just think about, like, how can you express your unique vision to the world in your beautiful way? In what way do you want to do that? How do you want to do that? We have so many tools available to us. We're so blessed to have all these tools through the internet available to us to express our vision. How do you want to express yours?